Suji sits stiffly in the passenger seat, cheeks burning pink. It's embarrassing to do this here, but somehow it feels exciting. Jaehyeon smiles, his tone teasing. Suji's such a good girl today. Since you did well, I'll pamper you. Wait, she blurts as he pulls her close. The seat, it's leather. What if it gets wet? It's fine, he whispers. If the car smells like Suji, I'll like it even more. Don't say embarrassing things. She mumbles. You like it that much? He presses. I don't know. Then I'll make you feel even better. Her hands fly up to her face. Jaehyeon, what are you even trying to do? He leans in with a grin. I got excited too. This time, can you make me feel good, Suji? She sputters, flustered. Don't say pervy things with such a handsome face. Her heart pounds. Even if it's embarrassing. It's so hard to resist. Jaehyeon pulls her against him. I can't hold back anymore. Their hands tangle by the center console, heat and nerves colliding. When it's over, he chuckles softly. Suji? Should we come here again next time? I don't know, she mutters, still blushing. You didn't even watch the movie properly. He kisses her forehead. That's because you were too pretty. Later, the credits roll on the giant outdoor screen. By the way, what was the movie even about? Suji asks. I think it was some kind of disaster film, he says casually. They glance at each other, then burst into quiet smiles, cuddling. Close until the night fades. Morning light spills across the glass towers of an office building. Inside. Conference room 06, the planning team debates. We need a place where about 300 people can eat and stay. What about the training center from last spring's workshop? No outside food allowed there. Remember the complaints. Then how about another sports day? With the fall workshop approaching, our whole team's been swamped since Monday. Meeting after meeting, task after task. I'm the youngest, so I can't give many opinions, but I have to get everything right. Miss Suji? Her head snaps up. Yes. Got any ideas for what young people might enjoy, something that fits the NZ generation? Spotlight time. The fate of the youngest, she swallows. Well, people my age don't really enjoy forced things like sports days. Oh, interesting. Miss Suji, keep going. When the meeting ends, she exhales. Phew, colleagues mention. Last time's MBTI program was a hit. I rambled, but I think I explained things pretty well. Walking the hall, she feels lighter. I'm slowly being recognized at work, and that makes me happy. Her phone buzzes. It's Jaehyeon. But the text wipes her smile. Suji, I'm sorry. I think we'll have to cancel our date this weekend. My mom asked me to come home. So he's going home. I want to say, don't go, stay with me, but she types back, I can't be helped. I'm busy prepping the workshop anyway. Let's meet next week. All right, he replies. Caibi. Suji stares at the screen. Still. I miss him. Night settles over the apartment blocks. In his room, Jaehyeon dresses, shirt, cuffs, jacket. His mother's call echoes in his head. Even after divorcing Dad, she's still drowning in alcohol. It won't be good news this time either. He exhales, slips on his glasses, and heads to the garage. Suji? He stops. She's there, waving. Brightly, Jaehyeon, you came without saying anything? It's dangerous at dawn. Why wait around like this? Did you take a taxi? She bounces up. Geez, I'm not a kid. You'll always be a baby to me. He opens his arms. Come here, my baby. She puffs her cheeks but falls into his hug. He holds her close. When you show up like this, it makes me not want to go. Maybe I shouldn't. No way, your mom called. You still need to go. Also, I came hoping to hitch a ride. Really? Where are you going? Actually, I'm going home too. We could go on a date and also see my parents. Cheon Suji. How did you come up with such a great idea? Smart move, right? I hurried here afraid he'd already left. They climb into the car and head out. The morning highway opening wide before them. Your mom's going to be shocked you didn't warn her, he says. She'd probably just say daughters are the best. Suji laughs. Oh, speaking of family, Hoda's been acting weird lately. Do you know anything? Why? What's weird? My gut says he's got a girlfriend. That scruffy guy's suddenly dressed up these days. I'm telling you, he's dating. Suji blinks. Really? He nags me nonstop, and meanwhile he's out there doing everything behind the scenes. Well, that's good for us. Jaehyeon grins. If he's distracted, we get more time together. True. He hasn't been watching me as closely, she admits, then giggles. They laugh as the road hums beneath the tires. At her stop, he pulls over. I'll call you, Suji. Yes. She waves, stepping out. Alone, he murmurs. And drives on. His SUV rolls into a quiet neighborhood. Sunlight catching the pool outside a sleek house. Mom, I'm home, he calls. You're early. She answers from the sofa, glass in hand. Bottles scatter the table. You're drinking this early? He frowns. She swirls the wine lazily. If you came just to nag, you can go back. You really are just like your father. It's chilling. Later, he pulls over, head against the wheel. In the end, she only wanted money. Years later, nothings. Changed. His phone rings. Jaehyeon. Suji's voice is warm. Did you see your parents? Yeah. If it's okay, want to eat at my place? What? Hoda's not even there, how could I? You could say you were visiting your mom and decided to drop by. I wouldn't feel right letting you go like this. Alright, I'll come. But if I do, you'd better act it out convincingly. At Suji's house, she flings open the door. Oh my gosh, Jaehyeon. What brings you all the way here? Mom, Jaehyeon is here. Her mother beams. Wow, what a coincidence, Suji. Came home today too. He bows politely. I came to see my mom and just stopped by. Her dad or uncle grins. Wow, Jaehyeon's better than my own son. Let's barbecue tonight. Dad, if he drinks, how's he supposed to drive? Ha! He can sleep in Hoda's room and head back tomorrow. It's Sunday. Suji and Jaehyeon trade a startled look. Sleep in Hoda's room? At dinner, the family gathers around the table, the air filled with the scent of barbecue. Suji's mom pauses mid-bite. Come to think of it, Jaehyeon's been coming by often these days, hasn't he? He nods politely. Yes, my mother contacted me. I see. Didn't you say she had surgery last year? Yes, stomach cancer. Her expression softens. That must have been hard. Recovering alone like that can't be easy. Silence lingers until she shifts the topic. Oh right, Suji, remember Aunt Subhyu's son? He's a veterinarian in Seoul. Suji blinks. Taeyeon Appa? Yeah, he used to treat stray cats for free. Why? Mom smiles knowingly. Aunt Suki hoped you and Taeyeon could meet at least once. Suji nearly chokes. What, Mom? I don't see him like that. Jaehyeon keeps his composure, sipping quietly, but his silence feels heavy. Her mom presses on. Taeyeon's opening his own pet hospital next year. Men like that aren't easy to find. Suji throws up her arms in protest. I said I'm not interested, Dad chuckles. Really? Well, there's an age gap anyway. How old is he now? 32, maybe 33, and Mom replies. Thunder seems to rumble in the background. Caption, Suji's current boyfriend, SEO Jaehyeon, 35. Her mom nods. Suji is only 25. Still, a man in his mid-30s is stable. Dad turns to Jaehyeon. Don't you think such a gap is a burden? Jaehyeon answers evenly, age and stability matter. But what matters most is Suji's feelings. The room softens. Dad smiles. Well said. Suji beams, seizing the moment. Hear that, Mom? I'm not interested, so please stop. Fine, Mom sighs, defeated. Later that night, Suji flops onto her bed, hugging her pillow. Full, warm, and happy. But her cheeks heat up as she remembers Jaehyeon is right in the next room. Sleep won't come. I've missed him all week. I can't just lie here. Barefoot, she slips into the hall. The house is silent. She eases the guest room door open. Appa, are you sleeping? Moonlight spills over him shirtless, lashes low, peaceful. Suji freezes, cheeks burning. He's so handsome. How is this man my boyfriend? She leans closer, plants a tiny kiss on his cheek. He doesn't stir. Her hand brushes his chest, steady and warm. Then she notices the faint outline beneath the blanket. Her breath catches. Ah! She bites her lip, flustered. I can't hold back anymore. She kneels by the bed, staring at his calm face, her heartbeat racing. Even asleep, he overwhelms me. Her fingers graze his jacket inside. She finds a small packet tucked neatly into his wallet. She smiles faintly. Of course, That's just like you. Still, she hesitates. The quiet house seems to listen. A muffled snore echoes from down the hall. She startles, pressing her shirt hand between her teeth to silence herself. This is crazy, she whispers, resting her forehead to his. But it feels like everything I've been missing. Slowly, she moves closer, breath trembling until Jaehyeon's eyes flick open. She freezes. He gazes up at her with warm amusement. And here I thought you were teasing is sleeping. Man, he murmurs, where did you learn to be this bold? Her cheeks blaze. I wasn't, he cups her face, pulling her down until their foreheads touch. Who told you to start without me? Before she can protest, he rolls them gently, shifting control into his hands. Appa double wait. She gasps, laughing. Nervously, he brushes a strand of hair from her face, eyes soft. It's all right. I'm awake now. Their breaths fall in sync. Panic and thrill, but his gaze softens, tender as he leans close. Then let me begin properly. His breath grazes her lips. Shall I taste the lips that say such pretty things? Their mouths meet slow at first, then deeper, hungrier. The world fades away until only the two of them remain. When they part, he smiles, dazed. Ha, Chi and Suji, you taste so good. He presses another kiss, then trails lower, his devotion playful. Her hands clutching the sheets as the scene blurs to white. The night moves softly around them. The bed rustles. Their hands intertwine. Suji lets out a breathless laugh before melting into his arms. The way her expression changes so quickly. Jaehyeon whispers, half in awe. At this rate, I can't tell who's enjoying it more. Her eyes shimmer, her breath catching as his lips return. Inside her thoughts blur. The rush is too much. My mind goes completely blank. Foreheads touch. Another kiss lingers. Outside, the night stays still. Inside, their rhythm builds careful, giddy, tender heat neither of them wants to end. Morning dawns bright over the city dot at her desk. Suji juggles a ringing phone, forcing a smile. Yes, understood. The workshop is coming soon. She slumps in chibi exhaustion. How many calls since clock-in? Endless, but at least overtime has eased lately dot in her mind. She sees Jaehyeon's sharp suit, calm gaze now promoted to executive director. He's already begun reshaping the company, shifting its reputation. Suji's heart swells. My boyfriend is so cool, Miss Suji. Her team leader interrupts. She jumps. Oh, yes, team leader. There's something urgent you need to handle. Caption. Overtime winner, Suji massages her temples, sighing. I know I just said overtime's gone better, but this is too much. Text from Jaehyeon, wanna have dinner together? She types back, I already ate. I'm working overtime. A cloud of gloom hangs over her desk. 1 hour later, footsteps echo in the empty aisle. Chi and Suji, she jumps in her chair. Ah, you scared me. Jaehyeon stands there in a dark suit, holding a black tote that carries the faint scent of soy and rice. Appa? Why are you here at this hour? He smiles, steady and warm. You hungry? Let's go to my office and have a late-night snack. I bought your favorite sushi. Her exhaustion melts. Yes, good. Eyes shining. She pops up from her chair and follows him down the quiet corridor, overtime suddenly lighter than before. Inside his office, he leans close, eyes playful. After we eat sushi, I'll feed you something even more delicious. Suji flushes bright pink. The takeout bag sits forgotten on the table as her back presses to the desk, blouse slipping open. She stares up at him, heart racing. Is this really okay? In Appa's office? And how would you know that? Suji whispers, her breath uneven. I checked when I went to pick up the sushi. Jaehyeon answers, maddeningly calm. Then, with a teasing grin. How's that? Nailed it, didn't I? He loosens his tie. So relax. Let's keep going. Moments later, they're side by side on the couch, everything tidied up as if nothing had happened. Jaehyeon scrolls through a tablet while Suji sits with cheeks still glowing. It feels so strange. We're just talking about work, but what I did with him only minutes ago already feels like a dream. Suji, he says. She startles. Why yes, executive director? The role play's over, he chuckles. Then his tone softens. Anyway, are you working late because of that? Leadership seminar speaker? Yeah, she sighs, easing back into work mode. The speaker canceled last minute, so we're scrambling. And the workshop's coming up fast. Calmly, Jaehyeon scrolls through his phone beside her. Here, he says, turning the screen toward her. Try calling this number tomorrow. Suji. Blinks. Who is it? Ma Kyung-soo. He replies casually. He's a leadership speaker. Call him and explain the situation. Her eyes widen. What? Wait, the Ma Kyung-soo? The guy with 1 million YouTube subscribers, the one who's always on TV? Yep, Jaehyeon nods. He's my college senior. I helped him out back in midday. Just mention my name, he'll make time. Suji's face lights up like stars. Jaehyeon, you're the best. He smiles, teasing, took you long enough to notice. Cut to the stack of paperwork in Suji's hands, the very task that had kept her stuck at her desk late into the night. Thanks to Jaehyeon, it's solved in a flash. She exhales, shoulders finally relaxing. Jaehyeon, she tilts her head, curious. But you've never even worked in HR. How do you know all this stuff? He answers steadily, eyes clear. Because one day I'll be the one running this company. So I make it a point to understand how every department works. That's just the basics. Her smile softens, touched. You must really care about this company, huh? He hesitates, gaze lowering for a moment before he admits, honestly, I didn't. At least not until recently. They lean closer, breaths mingling, eyes locking. For a moment, it feels like the world holds still. His hand rests gently on her shoulder. A quiet thought lingers between them. Ever since I started seeing you, Suji, I suddenly started caring. Really? Why? She asks, her heartbeat in her eyes. His lips curve, voice low but certain. Because I'll have to settle down and become the head of a household soon. He holds her gaze warm, intent, unshaken. Suji's cheeks burn as the meaning lands, her breath catching. A quiet slips from her lips, sweet and undeniable.